Well, welcome to the broadcast.
Welcome.
Hey, welcome. You're actually inside of our house.
You are. Welcome to inside our house.
We call it the studio. So welcome tonight. Hey, here's what we are here tonight to do.
Tell them, Chris.
Well, we're here to talk about how amazing Plexus is. It's the most amazing thing that ever happened to us.
It is the most amazing thing. Well, wait a second.
What, Suze?
Chris?
What? Oh, the Lord. You're talking about the Lord, aren't you?
And me.
Oh,
I
and you. That's right. Oh, okay.
It's
the third most amazing thing that ever happened. Okay. So, hey, before we get started, we feel so crazy blessed that we just want to give thanks and just say a quick word of prayer. Is that fine,
yes.
Susie?
Yes.
Dear Lord, we thank you tonight for this broadcast. We thank you for everybody that's joined us. We ask that you let people understand what we do and how we do it and encourage them to join us, Lord. We just feel so blessed and so grateful. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen, Susie. You've been prayed on. Hey, here's what I need to do, Susie. Ready?
I have to do the disclaimer.
I was about to say disclaimer.
I need to disclaim.
You're about to be disclaimed.
So, Mandy, are you putting the disclaimer up? Okay. I don't see it. I'm going to make up the disclaimer right now because I don't see it, Mandy.
You don't?
No. I was just clicking button. Okay, so this broadcast is brought to you by independent Plexus ambassadors.
That's everybody on here
tonight. This is not sponsored by Plexus.
Negative.
And we do not claim to cure, treat, or prevent any disease.
None.
And if you decide to do the business, you get what you work for.
We make it no claimo. We make it no claimo. Hey, Susie, that was a great disclaimer. Hey, tonight, listen, tonight, if you've seen us before do one of these broadcasts, you know that anybody can do this. Okay,
hello,
look at us, okay?
Right here.
You should probably screenshot your screen right now and say, if these two goofballs can do it, surely I can do it. But tonight is a special night. We decided to go get some of the fittest, most athletic, cool people that we know.
That's right.
And hey, we also have a gold Olympic medalist on. Woo! And hey, here's what's so awesome about this, Suze.
Yes.
There's actually two of us medalists on tonight.
There are?
Yes, there is, Suze.
Two? Are you
There's
sure?
two of us. I'm positive, Suze. Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that, Chris.
So, Suze, I actually won my own medal. Now, hey, it was in the 5th grade, okay? And this, 13th, it's a 13th place medal.
13.
But I'm actually number 12th. If you'll notice the star, that has actually been under a full-blown investigation because those little girls left early. But that's a whole other story. So, listen, we are pumped tonight to share with you guys about a company that literally has changed everything for us.
It has changed everything.
Suze, tell them why in the world did we start this crazy little pink drink?
So I could not quit Diet Dr. Pepper.
Thank you, Lord.
Like that is the whole reason we sit here today. I was super healthy. I was teaching fitness classes.
Yep.
I worked out. I ate healthy. And then I had this Diet Dr. Pepper habit. And I knew how bad it was for me. If you're out there and you're watching and you're like, but it's diet. I don't understand. Why is that bad? It's poison. Aspartame is poison. Do not drink it. I knew that and I could not quit. So I saw my friend post about this little pink drink and it had helped her quit her soda habit. And I told Chris, I just feel like there's something to this Plexus thing. I think this might help me. I want to order it. And what'd you say, Chris?
Well, actually, I told her that sounds like a terrible idea, Susie, because I expected it not to work. I actually told her yes. We've been married for how many years?
24.
A long time, right? And so, like, for me, I felt as though I thought, man, I had tried so many things that hadn't worked. And when you're married to somebody that is healthy, she tells me all the time, well, you just eat right and exercise, right? Well, all of a sudden, when she comes home and she's saying, we're going to try this supplement, I thought, okay, but I still did it kicking and screaming, thinking it wasn't going to work.
He really did it to prove me wrong.
I did, yeah.
But what happened, Chris?
Well, the product started working. So the pink drink is so simple. You mix it up with water, you shake it up and drink it once a day. So let me explain to you. The pink drink was originally designed for people that had blood sugar issues. And so I didn't have blood sugar issues. I had really bad sugar cravings, but not blood sugar issues. But it helps stabilize blood sugar naturally. And so for me, I'm going to describe it like this. I was able to make nutritious decisions instead of hungry decisions because I was always going to fail. I was always going to give in to my cravings until I started the pink drink. I lost 36 pounds in less than 90 days. My doctor's doing backflips over what it's doing for my lab work. I literally could not believe how great I felt.
And I could not believe that my health hater husband was suddenly exercising. I couldn't believe it.
On
I
purpose.
taught him his classes. He told me, over and over, Susie, God did not make me like you. He did not make me to like exercise. If you ever see me running, it's because
something is chasing after me, okay? Like literally, that's what I believed about exercise, right?
A few days into the pink drink, he is literally asking me questions about exercise. He's asking me, should I eat this or should I eat that? It was crazy. He actually asked me one night in bed, he said, Susie, hand me a Probio.
Well,
we called it Probio.
Yes.
It's really ProBio 5, but we didn't know.
So since you have that, let's talk about it. So literally, you're going to hear a lot of people tonight talk about the triplex combo. We think it's the most popular combo. It is.
I don't feel like we've talked enough about this.
Oh, let's go, Suze.
So let me just tell you, women,
Men.
you should really get this.
Trust me, the beatings have been greatly reduced.
I promise
I'm serious. She does not lock me in the closet. It's amazing.
You will not be digging in your closet for the Halloween candy.
She will not chase you around and whip you for no reason.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so that's one thing. Athletes, people that work out, if you were in a wreck and you have lots of discomfort, this is one of the things that I had no idea it would help with. And that was one of the first things that I realized, that some of the discomfort that I have from being, now I'm 44, at the time 41, and working out hard.
Yes.
Didn't have to be that way.
Didn't have to.
No. So alpha lipoic acid, it's in this. It's amazing. So athletes, what else am I not? Oh, if you often have a lot of discomfort in your head, how am I doing with the compliance?
It's pretty good, Susie.
You should really think about trying this because I promise you it helps. Okay.
It does.
Did I cover everything?
So yeah, you did. So if you know anybody that has, no, I'm kidding. I almost did the rhyme thing, Tim. I didn't do it. I didn't do it, Tim. I almost did it. Okay, but watch. Okay, so the triplex combo that people kind of are talking about is our ProBio 5 and our BioCleanse. Now, as soon as I just said BioCleanse, everybody freaked out. And they went, ooh, I'm not doing the cleanse. Where's Bob? I don't know. He did some crazy Plexus cleanse. It's not like that. This is a very, very amazing product. It helps energize your entire body.
Well, I'm going to talk about poop now.
Do it, Suze.
It does have magnesium, so it does help in the bathroom department.
Yes.
I got to tell you, remember, I was fit, I ate healthy, I exercised, I taught fitness classes.
Yep.
And I also had to take a laxative to go to the bathroom. I just thought that was going to be my normal life forever. And guess what? Once I started with ProBio, BioCleanse, and the pink drink, that no longer had to be my way of life. I didn't even know how unhealthy my gut was. Chris, why is a gut being healthy important?
Well, because it's where most of your immune system is housed. Most people don't know that, right?
80%.
That's where it's at.
Is in your gut.
Yeah.
So a happy gut means a happy life. Okay.
Susie, that was
something like that.
Susie, you just took happy life, happy wife. Whatever you did, you just made it into an awesome gut scenario. Hey, that was so cool. So our ProBio is amazing. Why, Susie?
Well, it's different. So I didn't know why I should be on a probiotic back 3.5 years ago. In fact, most people weren't on them 3.5 years ago. But now everybody's like, oh, I better be on a probiotic. But ours is special. And I will go out on a limb and say ours is the best ever.
It is.
Right?
We will literally bring our probiotic to your house and fight your probiotic right in front of you. It's amazing. Why, Suze?
2 words on why I know
ours
is better.
Why, Suze?
Measurable results.
What?
Boom!
Put that in your pipe and don't smoke it, because smoking is unhealthy, but it's an amazing probiotic.
We have 3.5 years of testimonies of this product literally changing people's lives.
Yep. Whereas
before, like, they're on a probiotic, they're like, well, I'm on one, but I don't know that it's doing anything. And then they start ours, measurable results. But let me just tell you why it's different. It's like a 3-in-1. It's not just the good bacteria. Thank you. It's not just the good bacteria that we need to put back in our bodies.
Right.
And why do we need to put good bacteria back in our bodies? Because we eat food that's not food. We take antibiotics that go in and they kill, yes, they kill the bad, but they also kill the good. We take over-the-counter medications that are like bombs in our guts.
Yep.
So we need to put the good bacteria in. Ours does that, but it also has enzymes, which is very important. And it also has, ding, 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 an antifungal. And this is what makes all the difference.
Okay, so here's what we're doing tonight. Remember we told you, you've heard from us, okay? The people that are not like crazy, cool fitness people, just normal people, we could literally line up people that are young, that are in college, that are making an incredible living by sharing these products. We have older people that are 60 and 70 making an incredible living. But we're going to share with you with some experts tonight, some people that they're just awesome people. These have become like good friends of ours, mainly because the Plexus environment and the culture is amazing. It's the most positive, loving people. So our first guest tonight is, Susie, you want to talk and just share a little bit about what the amazing Rachel Rogers Rachel, come tell us.
She's an Emerald Ambassador with Plexus. We'll go over that towards the end when we talk about the business side of Plexus. She's also, she's going to have to help me with the exact title, but she's a bikini fit model of some kind.
It's awesome. It's awesome.
Anybody that can model a bikini in fitness competitions is pretty impressive to us.
I had suggested everybody wear their bikini, and Susie said no.
Okay, so we'll let Rachel tell her story, how she came to be with Plexus.
Hey, Rachel.
Hi, guys. Can you hear me? Yes, okay. Well, good. Awesome. I'm so excited to be on this call, and I have Facebook Live going too, because I thought, why not like have everybody join in on the party, right? So, okay, so I was the fit snob, really, honestly. I was the girl that saw Plexus on Facebook and just kind of scrolled by and was like, yeah, I'm too good for that stuff. I don't need that stuff. I eat healthy. I take good vitamins. You know, I really thought that I was doing all the right things and that was enough. But then somebody posted about gut health, which they have already told you about. And I kid you not, pretty much everything she was talking about as a gut health system or symptom I was dealing with. Even though I ate very, very clean, I was training. I was actually in the middle of my competition prep. I had a 16-week prep for a show, and I was in the middle of competition prep and started seeing Plexus and decided, okay, maybe there is something to this stuff. So I decided to start with the triplex myself. Some of the gut health symptoms that I had, the lack of gut health really, my skin was a wreck. I had cystic pimples for a lot of years, and not even clean eating, drinking a ton of water, none of that had ever gotten rid of it. I had dealt with really, really intense fatigue throughout the day. I crave sugar and carbs still, even though I forced myself to eat healthy. I would typically crave, and I would actually kind of sneak in, we have this little, I call it a cupcakery, and some people laugh at that, but there's a cupcakery here in town, and I would sneak in there every once in a while and get a little mini cupcake and tell myself, this is my reward for doing an amazing job in the gym this week and eating healthy. I deserve this cupcake, right? And it was really shocking to me whenever I started the triplex. I will never forget the very first day that I took Plexus Slim. I drove by that cupcakery and didn't even think, I used to have to have this struggle and argument in my brain, don't do it. You deserve it. Do not do it. You deserve it. You totally deserve it. And I drove by and didn't even have that internal argument. And I called my husband immediately and I said, babe, I just passed by the ruffled cup and I didn't even think about stopping. And he said, well, whatever you're doing, you need to keep on it. Okay. So, cause we need to break that habit. It's expensive. Even their mini cupcakes are pretty expensive. So anyway, I knew that the stuff was working immediately. And then a couple weeks later, I noticed that my belly fat that I thought was belly fat really wound up just being bloating. And just, my stomach was irregular. And so in 2 weeks, I started seeing definition in my stomach that I had been working years for that definition. And then all of a sudden it just started melting away and I could see abs and I was like, oh, holy goodness, this stuff really works. And my bowels regulated. Let's talk about poop. Yay, we get to talk about poop a lot in Plexus. But it's the truth. You know, there are so many people that don't have good gut health. And so I am a lifer. I'm a Plexus lifer. I believe in these products 1000%. I've been on them for 3 years today, actually. Today is my Plexiversary. So it's pretty fun. So anyway, yeah, that's my story and I'm sticking to it. I can't hear you. I think I'm
sorry. Yeah. I just did some really awesome stuff and then it was muted. But listen, you are amazing. I've heard your story and when you tell it, it just, I don't know, I just get so excited seeing people take advantage of how amazing our
products are. I have so much to say really quickly. I was never going to give up sweet tarts. That was my sugar that I kept because I was also kind of like a closet candy addict because I was just like you. There's a whole club where we're all healthy, we exercise, and then we crave sugar. I don't know what it is exactly. So I was never giving those up. I haven't had a sweet tart since day one. Day one. I don't even know. I used to line them up at night. It was a crazy habit.
Hey, we have to save some stuff for Dr. Phil, Susie. Don't give it all out right here. But hey, in all seriousness, Rachel, thank you for popping on.
I have a question. Rachel, really quick. So did you, the business side just kind of came with because you love the products and you started sharing them with people?
Yeah. Okay. So very quickly, because I know that we are limited on time. I actually joined with the business in mind because I was praying for an open door, and the Lord told me to start Plexus as a business. But what's funny is that I was praying for this way to stay home, and I am telling you that network marketing never crossed my mind, because I had a lot of friends that had done it and called me and said, "Can you host parties for me?" and all that kind of stuff. And I was just like, I'm not going to be that person. I'm not salesy. I don't like that feeling of feeling like I have to push people or annoy people or, all that kind of stuff. But as I started seeing changes, people started seeing them in me, and it just kind of snowballed. I hit silver in my first month, and then it took me about 6 to 7 months to go gold. And then I consistently ranked up every 2 to 4 months until I hit emerald. And so, and that was, I traded in a minivan, a hand-me-down minivan. So that was really awesome. Yeah.
Oh, that's so awesome. Hey, again, thank you so much, Rachel. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. I appreciate it so much. Have a great night. You're awesome.
Thanks.
Hey, so again, you kind of you'll hear a trend through tonight. A lot of people become passionate about the products, and then they start sharing them. This is not rocket science. I just got to tell you guys, you don't have to be a salesperson. You don't have to have, you heard her talk about not being salesy. I think that's the one thing that makes us so different, is what drives our business is the products. And so anyways, let's hear some more stories. What do you say? Okay, so introduce our next wonderful friends and guests, please.
Tim and Michelle Thomas.
Just awesomeness. That's just pure awesomeness coming on right now. That's what you're about to get.
So,
hey, go, Suze.
So we've become really good friends with them through Plexus.
Yep.
We're not on the same team, but we've just become buddies.
That's right.
And so Michelle's a diamond and Tim's an emerald, which is exactly what we are. So that's pretty cool. And they do their business together, and we do our business together.
It's pretty awesome.
Even though sometimes I suggest Chris should get a hobby job.
Doesn't always like being staying at home, right? Hey, welcome tonight, you guys. Tell us your story. Give us just a snapshot of y'all's story, would you?
Well, first of all, thanks for inviting us on. Oh my gosh, the energy here with you guys, it's incredible.
Yes, we have to up it. We're upping our energy a little bit tonight.
Yeah, and Rachel was awesome. What an incredible story. I'm totally opposite of Rachel, actually. And not just because I don't usually wear bikinis, but also because I was really fat and out of shape before Plexus. So
I can confirm that.
I wasn't, just trying to get some abs. I was trying to just not, look like I was wobbling down the street. So, so bottom line is, when we started Plexus, Michelle actually started first, and I didn't want to try it because I'm a guy and I thought it's a pink drink. I'm not going to drink a pink drink, and I'm not trying to get skinny. But she finally got me to try it. And once I did, I fell in love literally right away. I just noticed the first day I didn't have my normal afternoon crash. That has a lot to do with leveling blood sugars, which is one of the things that Plexus really does to help you. So once my blood sugars started getting level, I started feeling good. I started making better choices on my food. This is long story short. It took me a few days to start noticing all these things, but I did it. All of a sudden, I just didn't crave all the sweets, the sugars. I really love Totino's pizza rolls. I didn't have to have them anymore at 11 o'clock at night. And it just really began to change how I looked at food and what choices I made. So of course, now I'm feeling better, I'm eating better, so I want to go out and do more stuff. So I did. I went out and ran around with my kids. I started getting more active, playing basketball, started to run, just doing things that I wasn't doing to keep myself in shape and healthy. And the weight just started coming off over a period of time, but little by little. And literally, the great thing about Plexus, guys, what's so different, and I hope that there are some personal trainers watching this, because I know that you guys struggle, because I am now a personal trainer too. That's part of my story, is that Plexus pushed me off into a thing I didn't even imagine I'd ever do. But I was on this journey.
Do you want to flex your muscles?
Nah, I'm afraid that everybody will be just lusting after me. No, but you know, it changed how I viewed everything. And you know, personal trainers, a lot of you guys probably struggle with people, like 90% of people who don't want to do what you tell them to do. And what Plexus helps with is getting them closer to that, you know, helping them with when they're controlling their blood sugars, when their gut's feeling healthy, when they have that natural energy, they're going to want to work out more. They're going to want to do the things you tell them to do. So it's a natural fit. And it's not like other programs where you got to starve, because Plexus is helping to control those things naturally. So it's easier to make better choices. It's not about just losing all the weight right away. It's about actually maintaining what you do lose. So again, for me, it was about weight loss. Now, for a lot of people, you know, they use Plexus for a lot of different things. For me, I needed the weight loss. I needed some other things too. And that's what it helped me with. And I got so much more healthy. And just fast forward, my story, I got into the business. After 1 year, I was able to go full-time. Now, my wife and I are full-time. She's going to tell her story here too. And not only that, but I was driving a scooter. So Rachel, she traded in a minivan. We traded in a scooter for Alexis. Imagine a fat guy riding down the road on a little white scooter. Okay, that was me. And now I don't have to do that anymore. I have Alexis now. So
I actually said that he had like a long torso, so he looked European, and so he looked really like good. But financially, we were in a really tough spot, and I guess that's where we're gonna go next. But I love. Tim always says that Plexus is like a good snowball of positive effects for your health. And, you know, so many people think I need to lose weight to get healthy. Plexus is like, join us. We're going to help you get healthy. And weight loss is going to be a side effect of that. And to me, that's been the most beautiful thing, because so many people just are miserable. They don't have energy and they want to do what's right, but they don't have the means to do it. And I think that's what Plexus gives. But, yeah, my name's Michelle, and I told Chris and Susie that this is like a mean joke, because tonight they have me on with like doctor, gold athlete, bikini model, personal trainer, like fat guy gone personal trainer, and then Michelle Thomas, stay-at-home mom. So I think that my job tonight is just to let you know that like any blonde can do this. You don't have to be blonde. I'm actually not blonde. This is fake blonde. So like you can be anybody and do this business. So I'm like the catalyst, or I'm like the person that's just supposed to keep it real tonight. I don't even know. But anyways, so 4 years ago, I was a stay-at-home mom. I worked in the corporate world for 10 years. I had all 3 of my babies through working full-time. And I had a dream of being a stay-at-home mom. But I really wanted to be a stay-at-home mom with money. Okay. And so anyways,
which we didn't really have much.
Right. Okay. So we prayed about it, and we felt like I was supposed to stay at home. And so we saved, figured out how to make it happen. Tim took on a second job. I started babysitting kids, which I always say I don't even like kids. But I started babysitting kids.
We like our own. We have 3 of them.
We have our 3 beautiful, amazing kids. Everybody else's can keep their own kids. But anyways, I started babysitting. We started doing what it takes. And we made it, we made it work. But I get a call one day from my bestie, my friend. She's like, Michelle, I'm doing this thing called Plexus. And I said, is this network marketing? Are you trying to get me into one of your schemes, And she's like, well, I am. But she said, if this product works like it says it is, I'm going to the top of the company. And I said, well, of course, I'll still be your friend. You can tell me all your stories, but I will never, ever join you. But this is what happened. After 3 months of watching her, she was able to get off her medications. She was able to lose weight. But this was the big thing. Here I was, a stay-at-home mom. My husband was driving a scooter. We had no extra money. And it was like financially, we were in the toughest spot probably ever that we've ever been into. And so Sonia, my friend, she was able to quit her full-time job after 3 months and stay at home. So here she was going to be being at home with a paycheck. And here I was staying at home with no paycheck. And so it hit me. I thought, well, man, I think I need to take this seriously because that's what I wanted. I wanted to still stay at home, but I wanted a paycheck. And so I called Tim and I said, do you think I can do this thing called Plexus? And he said, you can do it, but you have to earn $50 a month. So, we had big dreams and aspirations, like big goals. So anyways, I get in with just the game plan of basically paying for my own product. And here's what I didn't consider. I did not consider, all I thought about was like network marketing and just like the stigma of it in some people's eyes. But I did not consider what the products were going to do for our family. And that's where like the emotions come into play for me. You guys, these products gave my mom her health back. And I say that in just words, but until you knew what she was dealing with, like these products changed the course of our family's quality of life. And not only that, but like, I feel like I got my husband back. Like he was, like going a bad place. I mean, he was going in the wrong direction when it comes to his health. I didn't really have much weight to lose. I mean, I did, I lost weight. And I say I've lost 10 to 20 pounds, depending on how much I'm eating. But the reality is that I joined for the business opportunity. And I read all 15 pages of the compensation plan. And I'm going to tell you 100% that this compensation plan is better than anything out there in any other company. I just like, Chris said that he will come and he will fight your probiotic with his probiotic. I will fight you with my compensation plan. I will compare every compensation plan out there until you realize that this is absolutely the best opportunity of a lifetime. Like literally where we're going as a company is if you don't get going in Plexus right now, you will regret it. You will look back and you will absolutely regret not jumping in both feet, line in the sand, go all in, because we are changing lives and then we're making money. And I love money. I get to be a stay-at-home mom with money now. It's awesome. I get to that's the dream for me. I wanted to stay at home with money, and literally Plexus gave us that.
Hey, listen, no wonder that we love you guys.
I know.
Like it's literally because like you guys are so real, so transparent, and like that's what makes this thing so awesome. You get to meet amazing people like y'all who just come on and say, look, this is how it is. I don't care what you've seen. I don't care what you've done. Here's what we were up against, and here's what it did for us. Thank y'all so much.
And I've been a stay-at-home mom without money, and it sucks.
Oh, it sucks.
It's so much more fun with money.
Hey,
it is.
Listen, if Plexus hadn't taken it off, my pole dancing career was not going anywhere. Okay, I was really struggling. No, but for real, like I want you to know how much we appreciate you guys taking the time tonight to pop on. Your story's awesome. We love your family. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Right?
You're so welcome.
Thank you.
You guys rocked it. Hey,
Bye.
So now, most of you may not know that Susie and I happen to be Google doctors.
Oh,
If you have any issue, we will Google it for you.
Yeah.
You will be concerned with the results.
We have our GHD.
It's awesome. So sometimes people will say, hey, Chris, I've got these red bumps on my butt. What should I do? And I'm like, give me a second.
Well,
I'll diagnose it. I'll call them up and I'll be like,
right.
Sit down because you're not going to like this.
Right.
I think they're going to name a disease after you. Okay. Now watch. Here's what I know. The next person that's coming on here is a Plexus ambassador, a Sapphire Plexus ambassador, which means nothing to some of you, but because you don't even know. But I want you to know she happens. Susan, I'm going to let you do the introduction.
Oh, he's going to let me say your name, Jessica.
No, Jessica, I wasn't going to say that. Jessica, I wasn't going to do that.
So, welcome to the call.
Welcome.
Jessica Hugendorf.
We concur.
Did I say it right?
We concur that you're on. We concur. Jessica, how are you?
I'm just erasing that mental picture of your career there, Chris. And then now that it's gone, I can go on. Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me on tonight. It is such a privilege to be here. And, when people ask me, how did I get into Plexus? I kind of laugh because I think so many people's stories is so similar. A lot of us start like, we will never do this. And I was one of those. I had watched Plexus on Facebook, and I would just scroll by and kind of make fun and things like that. And then there was this amazing lady that I didn't even know from Adam. And she friended me. And that was the day when you were accepting everybody because, you didn't have 500 requests a day at the time. And so I I accepted her, and over the course of the month, she would message me. We got to know each other, and she would comment on the health posts and things like that. One day she sends me this message and she said, Jessica, I noticed you're into health. You really should look at our probiotic. And I'm like, no. I made a comment on the Thomas's show that seemed to kind of stick with people, but it's true. We were living in the South where everybody calls everybody honey at the time. And I'm like, honey, I don't want your probiotic at $24.95. You have to have a license to sell my probiotic. Why would I ever look at this probiotic? And she's like, well, you really know, never. And so, however, one day I saw this post on Facebook on one of our amazing products called the X Factor, and it caught my eye because it had a lot of interesting information on something that my daughter had dealt with. Yes, there you go, Susie. Had dealt with 4 years prior, and she had been 4 years with a clean bill of health. But I thought, you know what, that looks kind of cool. And I'm always thinking, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. And so I got some of the products for her, never dreaming anything, because we have spent tens of thousands of dollars on her health. And she's been, the picture of health, doing great. But I thought, it couldn't hurt. So I said, well, Eva, if you order them and have them on my doorstep, I'll do a little trial run here, because I am not even learning how to sign into this thing called Plexus. It needs to show up. Here's my credit card. And so she said, sure. She later told me I would never do that for anybody else again because I didn't know anything. It was some principle note. Into taking them, our daughter, had such outstanding, life-changing results that I'm like, oh my goodness. And I thought, well, if this lasts a little bit longer, there might be something here. A week later, almost to the day, it was another huge change in her health. And now you got to realize this is after spending probably in the last 4 years prior, I don't even want to think of how much money we spent, probably $50,000. She had amazing results. And here in 2 weeks, we're having like wow results. So I remember standing in my kitchen that day. Yes, it's so exciting. I remember standing in my kitchen that day thinking, you know what, something's going on here. Something is big. And one of my other degrees is as a GAPS practitioner. And I when I started thinking and putting things together, I'm thinking, you know what, all these testimonies I'm seeing, these people must be targeting the gut because you don't have results like that. So that was November. And that evening, I remember putting my husband to bed, my kids to bed, and going downstairs and thinking, okay, there's something here I'm going to look into because of her results. And I took every single pill. Every single bottle that Plexus had. And I started going over ingredient by ingredient because I've built a reputation over the last 13, 14 years of people trusting what I say. So I'm thinking, okay, I can't just go promote something unless I know why we're seeing such amazing results. And number two, does what I have better than what I'm seeing here? So after spending, 40 hours in November in the evenings reading and going over, I started getting excited, you guys. So excited because as a naturopath, I've been approached, I think, with every company almost that comes down the tube. You got to promote our products. You got to look. There's a lot of good products out there. I'm not saying that at all. There's 1,000 drinks, 1,000 potions, 1,000 powders, but they're good. But what we had in Plexus, what I was seeing was revolutionary because we just didn't have something good. We had something life-changing. And people say, well, why? The reason being is we're targeting the root causes of why people are getting sick instead of just giving them something to treat symptoms. And what I have been doing a lot is with diet, with the GAPS diet, was helping people a lot do the same thing, very similar, but it's hard convincing a man to change his diet for 2 years, very strict, very hard. And so the more I studied, the more excited I got. And I started messaging people and saying, you guys, you have to look into this. This Plexus gig is for real because it's not just another good supplement. This is getting at root causes. This is what we're all about. And so back up a little bit. For 12 years, we had been praying for something that my husband and I could work from home together because we homeschool our children. And it's always been a dream of ours to do it together, not just see him 2 hours in the evening. And so I had no clue that God was going to use Plexus as an answer to prayer because at this time, even though I was excited and messaging people, I still had Eva signing in and ordering my products because I was not going to do it as a business. So I got a call from Colorado in January. Over December, I was still really looking into it and messaging a few people, but nothing serious. A friend of mine who had stopped by and she had taken some of the products with her for an issue that she had with extreme discomfort in her wrist. She phones me up in January and she says, Jessica, my issue with my wrist that I have struggled with for years is gone. And I had been looking more into this Plexus thing. So her and I talked for a while and she says, why don't you come out to Colorado and share with us? Because this is exciting. And while you're here, why don't you share about the Plexus compensation? I heard that business is pretty good too. And I'm like, what? I didn't tell her. I didn't even know how to sign into my back office. So I phoned up Eva and I says, Eva, can you give me my password? I got to study this compensation plan. And so my husband and I did like a crash course because I was flying out to Colorado. So when I realized what my first check was, I didn't even know how to look. Eva phoned up and says, you better be sitting down. Do you want to know what you made this month? And I said, well, yeah, sure. I'm thinking $50 because that was my normal experience in other network marketing company. It was over half of what my husband makes in a month. And I'm like, hokey Dinah, give me my password. I got to look into this. So January rolls around, put together the most embarrassing presentation looking back on it now, but my enthusiasm, I think, was contagious because I got an awesome team going in Colorado in spite of my presentation. Well, you guys, I want to tell you, I wasn't really planning on doing the business. I was just passionate about the gold mine that we have in Plexus, different than anything I've seen. So in the next 8 months, people would say, can you come and share with us? Can you come and share with us? And I was like, sure. I got an idea in my mind. I thought, you know what? I could have my husband home if I really started sharing this as a business. But it was May, and I had ranked up to Senior Ruby. I hardly even knew what the ranks were at the time because I still hadn't looked into it deeply. And I was at convention and someone said to me, Jessica, do you know that you could, Eva said to me, Jessica, I think you could be in Hawaii with us if you would just go Emerald and by the end of July. And I'm thinking, okay, explain to me, how does this work? And Kristen kind of walked by and says, that's almost impossible, kind of, you're just Senior Ruby. And my personality at the time was like, impossible, nothing's impossible. And so I said, okay, show me how it's done, Eva. And Andrew and I and Eva brainstormed there at the convention. Long story short, you guys, I was able to retire my husband in 8 months of sharing this opportunity. Now I want to ask you, what profession could you do? What degree could you go to college for? What is there that you could do where you could retire a family of 5 in 8 months if you worked hard? Let's say it took even 2 years. And we're not talking about a little income. We're talking about a sweet income. So I want to challenge you guys. If you want the sweetest income, like Michelle Thomas, I'm taking that line. A stay-at-home mom with money, that's us. If you want to be a stay-at-home mom or dad with the sweetest paycheck ever, I want you guys to look into Plexus because not only do we have life-changing products that literally transform and do miracles, where before I've not seen them done before. We also have a compensation plan in a company that can revolutionize and make dreams come true. It's made our dream come true. It answered a 12-year prayer. And I get more excited every time I share with people because this can be your answer that you're looking for.
Wow.
That was so good.
We concur.
We
concur. Hey, seriously, that is exactly why we are so passionate about this. Like hearing your story, hearing everybody's story so far tonight furthers our enthusiasm. And people would tell you if they ran into us that we're Plexi crazy. That's because when we hear stories and lives being transformed like that, we cannot keep and refuse to keep our mouths shut. So,
and I have 2 things. We actually sold our business after 8 months.
Yeah.
So exactly your same exact amount of time. And we never thought we would sell the business that we were doing. That was going to be what we did forever. But we realized what we had with Plexus, we were starting to not really pay attention to our other business.
Exactly. Right?
This is so fun. Like what is better than helping people improve their lives on a daily basis? Nothing. It is the best. Okay.
So, hey, we know that you took time out of your schedule to go on vacation.
Thank you so much.
Enjoy your time.
Yes.
Thank you so much for sharing tonight, Jessica. We really appreciate it.
Thank
Doctor,
you.
thank
Doctor.
you. Hey, so we're going to jump. We literally are going to jump into the next guest.
Yes.
Like here's what we told you tonight. We said, tune in. You're going to hear from some amazing people. So get yourself a snack. Okay. Just hang out with us. Trust us.
Make it
because
a healthy
guess
one.
what? Next, you get to hear from another Diamond ambassador who happens. Well, I don't want to tell the whole story. Tell it. You want to tell about Sonia.
Maddie,
Sonia, Maddie.
Ambassador,
Welcome.
We will tell you in a minute about what these ranks mean as we talk about it. But I got to tell you, Diamond is at the top of the company, so that's pretty exciting. Sonia, we're gonna let you tell your story, but she's also a personal trainer, and I'm pretty sure a single mom. Hope I got that right.
Okay. Thanks for being on, Sonia. We see you perfect. You look gorgeous. Thanks for joining us.
Oh, thank you so much for having me on. Can you guys hear me and everything? Yay, I'm good. Perfect. Okay, well, I have been in the health and fitness industry for 25 years. So that means I was in kindergarten when I got certified, just in case there's any questions about that. So I have been doing this forever. Like a lot of people, I would see Plexus come up in the Facebook news feed, and I totally 100% ignored it. At the time, I was teaching boot camps 5 mornings a week, either at 5:15 or 6 a.m. So I was getting up early. And one of my longtime boot campers, who's actually on here tonight, because I told her to tune in, her name's Adria. She had been at a plateau for a long time. She had some different health issues, and she was coming at 6 in the morning and was just worn out. You know, we would be doing a sprint or something. She'd be just like, oh. Well, we started a new segment of boot camp. And with this, I weighed them in every single Monday. Well, I weighed her one Monday, and she had lost a pound. I'm like, yay, that's awesome. I weighed her the next Monday. I think she had lost another pound, and I was super impressed. And I noticed her energy was up. And I think it was, I can't remember exactly because it's been 3.5 years now, but it was like the second or third week I stopped and I weighed her again. She lost another pound. I said, are you drinking that pink stuff? And she's like, yes. Had I not asked her that question and seen what was happening with her, I would not be sitting here doing what I'm doing right now. So it took me seeing that. So I immediately had another friend that was an ambassador at the time. Then Adria was a customer. She's now an Emerald. And I grabbed a 3-day sample pack. I tried it. I was hooked immediately. I saw the business. I saw everything. I knew I had so many clients that needed these products desperately. I think I signed up to be an ambassador before I even finished my 3-day sample pack. Now, I'm one of these people. I've got a business degree. I'm business-minded. I actually read the whole compensation plan and the parent pickup line before I signed up. So I was like, wow, this is really, really good. I jumped right in with both feet. Now, with being a boot camp instructor super early in the morning and 2 little boys, I was highly sleep deprived. Sugar-free Red Bull was my go-to. I had a sugar-free Red Bull 3 or 4 days a week. Now, I mean, holy moly, that's so chemical. That's just the worst thing you can do for yourself. I have not had a sugar-free Red Bull since I started Plexus, and I absolutely don't need it. Now, even though I've been in the health and fitness industry for so long, I knew zero about gut health. I had never been on a probiotic in my entire life. And just as Rachel Rogers said, wow, what a difference when you get your gut healthy. I mean, it is just everything. So all of my clients that listen to me, which fortunately was most of them that got started on it, had great results. A lot of them, and they've been in plateaus. They finally lost the weight because they got their gut healthy, and it has just been phenomenal. Quite a few of them are ambassadors on my team now, and they're still maintaining their goal weight to this day. So it's been just absolutely fantastic.
You got? Oh, she's good.
There you are.
Can you hear us?
I was going,
Can you
yeah.
hear you? I can hear you now.
Susie's cheering up and down, and I'm going, yes. And we're both, I mean, I cannot believe that it was somebody that you're watching with nothing more than you're doing your job. She's coming back. That's unbelievable. I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's really cool. That's awesome.
I mean, how cool are you? Listen, we thank you. We're so pumped. His questions. What do you think?
I do have one question. So what would you tell other single moms? Because I think that's a big one. Single moms need income making opportunities where they can be with their kids. So what would you tell any single moms that are watching?
Where there is a will, there is a way. And when you've got 1 or 2 or 3 or 5 children that you need to support, you know, as a fitness instructor, and Susie, you can go with me here. I love being a personal trainer. I love being a fitness instructor. But we don't have 401ks. We don't have, you know, retirement. We don't have paid vacation. I actually, this is in my Diamond documentary, I actually went 20 years without taking a full week off work, because if I took a week off work, I did not get paid.
Yeah.
So especially you single moms out there, I mean, you've got children that you need to support. This is the best company, the best products, the best compensation plan. Just do it. Give it 100%. And I mean, it's been a total blessing and, life changer for my family. So I'm very grateful to it.
That gives me
Sonia,
chills.
you rocked it. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for taking the time out. We know. Thank you. You did so awesome.
We adore you.
Now, hey,
Thank
I
you.
just want you guys to know this.
Yes.
That like we knew, okay, listen, I don't look like the sharpest knife in the drawer, but I knew that if we put Laura, the gold medalist Olympian, first, she talks and everybody leaves.
That's it.
Okay.
Everybody's gone.
So Laura, we saved you for last. I've heard your story. I love your story. I don't want to tell your story. Hey, it is a special moment that we get to share together right now. Do you feel, I won't take the glory, okay? I don't want to be a distraction in our greatness. Welcome to the broadcast, Laura. Susie, can you say hi?
Welcome, Laura. Thank you for being so patient.
Thanks, y'all. Hey, Chris, I think we got matching medals. What do you think? Similar?
My
It is a
goodness.
moment.
I've been looking for a new synchro partner, so maybe you'll join me. There you go. 2020, you and me.
I'm working on it. I'm down. Thank you so much. What an awesome dude. We saw the medal.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, thanks for having me on, y'all. I mean, like they've said, a lot of the stories are similar. I started to see Plexus scroll through on my Facebook feed, and I was like, hide that. I don't want to see it. Well, my friend Rachel, who hosted our house church, like our in-home Bible study every week, was signed up to be an ambassador. And so I saw her like 2 or 3 times a week. And every time I saw her, she was telling me about Plexus. And I was just like, no, Rachel, I don't want to hear it. I have no money. I'm tired. I don't want to deal with you right now. Like, I love you. No. And after a while, they stopped having coffee at house church, and I got really mad because I was a mom of 3 kids under 3, and I needed coffee like on an IV drip. Like, I needed to stay awake. I was so sleep deprived, so exhausted. And so I started to get upset. Like, okay, I don't care if you're on Plexus. You don't have to just not have coffee at your house church. But I started watching her and my other friends, and I watched for like a year. And what was really impressive to me was that it wasn't just this weight loss fad that you see. I mean, I've been an Olympic athlete. I've been an elite athlete for a very long time. So I've seen lots of fads come and go. And when you're an athlete at this level, you're always drug tested. So you're told everything is at your own risk. Supplements are dangerous, and Fin came through in the 90s, and I saw somebody have a heart attack on the pool deck. Like, to me, supplements were this scary thing. You just stay away from them. You don't even take a vitamin. Like, you just stay away from them. So I figured this will come and go. Like, she'll be off it soon. But what was different was they weren't just losing weight. Like, I saw health changes. I saw one of my friends get off 2 of her medications. Things were different. And I was like, okay, well, that's interesting to me. So I asked her for like the ingredients. I'm like, well, what's in this stuff anyway? And I kind of looked through it, and I kind of double checked it with like our anti-doping agency. I was like, nothing sends any red flags. It looks pretty natural. Like, fine, I'm exhausted. I'll just try it. I'll try it for a month. And I signed up right away as an ambassador because that's wholesale pricing. It's cheap. And I figured you got to commit to stuff. I know I'm being an athlete. You're not just going to change your life and your health around in like a day. It's going to take time. It's going to take a couple months. So my husband agreed, skeptical as he was, to let me try it for a couple months to see how it goes. And I mean, within the first month, for the first 3 days, I noticed the energy difference. Like, I totally noticed that, but I kept thinking maybe it's like a placebo effect. Maybe it's not real. And so kind of going through the first month, I felt better. I didn't lose any weight. My pants were fitting looser. And I wasn't working out much of the time. I had been retired for a few years, and like I said, mom of 3 littles. And it was like, I would put the kids down at nap time, and I would immediately find myself in the pantry trying to get an afternoon snack to keep myself from crashing, along with some coffee that I probably reheated the 50th time that day. And so I noticed that after a week or so on that, I'd put the kids to bed, and I would find myself in the pantry looking around, and like nothing sounded good. And I was like, that's really weird. Okay, I guess I'll just go do something else and not stand in the pantry. And I just noticed after like a month of this, just feeling better. My husband even said, like, you're different. Like, you just seem way more stable. Like, you don't have these like mood swings. Like, you just seem more even keel. And I was like, I just feel better. And so my husband kind of started stealing some products and trying it out in secret for a while. And he liked them. And I got mad because then we ran out, and I had to order some more, and I had to go days without it. And, that was just not good. So I was sold at that point. And I started sharing with people And it quickly, you know, kind of turned into a business for us too. And I love, just like Michelle and Tim were saying, like being able to work it with your spouse. Like that's been a really cool thing for my husband and I. We've always wanted to do something together, and it's really cool to be part of a team together and work together like that. And also because I've started feeling so good, I lost some of my baby weight and stress weight because we've been through unemployment and everything. I started feeling good. I kind of got back in the pool to play a little bit, and I actually have come out of retirement 9 years since my last platform competition, and I am now back in it, kind of going for another Olympic Games as a 39-year-old mom of 3. So that's not normal, but it would not have happened if I hadn't started Plexus and I hadn't started feeling so good. And I have to tell you, the ease products that it hasn't been mentioned yet, like I started with the triplex that Chris and Susie were talking about earlier, and I've added just about everything. I love all the products, but ease is one of my favorite because as an athlete, you have lots of athlete discomforts. You have lots of, you know, things going on like wrists that don't bend and work right and things like that. And having ease, I mean, I can't believe I'm up on a 10-meter platform, y'all, hurling my body off a 3-story building. There it is. Susie's got it. Hurling myself off a 3-story building and I'm not having pain. Like it's really odd to me. Like I thought I'd never be able to be up there again. So it's just been such a blessing for me to get to do what I love again. Feels like home. And I'm thankful for Plexus for that. And I'm thankful for my friend Rachel for not giving up on me, even though I told her no 3 times a week for a year. She never gave up on me. So thanks, Rachel.
Wow. So I think you're going to inspire me to come out of retirement. I think I am. I am going to track down those young ladies, and we're going to line up for the 50-yard dash again, and I'm going to redo this whole thing.
Okay, a couple things I have to say. The mom snacking in the afternoon thing. That is one of the biggest things. Like I know every mom out there, if you're not on Plexus, and if you're on Plexus, you're going to identify. I used to graze through the kitchen while the kids were doing homework, that like witching hour when everybody wants homework help and you're trying to make dinner and babies are crying. I would graze mindlessly. Who knows how many calories? So yes, I totally get that. I'm glad that you said that.
Oh yes.
So hey, your story's awesome. Okay, like I could sit here and talk to you. I mean, athlete to athlete. Look, listen, I'm serious. I thank you so much for taking the time to get out. I mean, we literally love your story. And we're going to cheer you on as you make the run for it. The 39-year-old. I mean, literally, it's such a cool, the relationships are awesome. And I know you took time away from your family tonight.
Yes,
so
thank you so much for being
Thank you.
Thanks for being on.
Yes, and waiting.
Bye.
So everybody you heard tonight has.
I have to say something.
What are you doing, Suze?
So on this ease that she mentioned, okay, the nerve support and the ease, there's also a cream, and it is amazing topical. I don't have it because my daughter's a competitive cheerleader. I don't know if you know anything about the cheerleading world, but it's crazy. But anyway, she has it at practice with her, so I can't show that.
So it's in use right now. It's in use.
Oh, by the way, every product that we showed is our personal product, and they're open and empty. We don't have inventory. This is our inventory.
So what? That's what we were. Here's what I want you to know. Literally, we paid $34.95 for the year, okay? There's no catch. There's no requirement. We use a website to refer people to go get the products. And so people will ask us, what's the cheapest way to do it? We typically say, you should become an ambassador like us.
Chris, why did I become an ambassador?
Because you love a deal.
I am cheap. I want coupons. I want deals. So as soon as she told me, well, you can pay $34.95 and get wholesale, I said, okay. So why would I pay more if I don't have to?
And so like our story is so similar to everybody else. We did not start this for a business. Matter of fact, if you had told us it was, we would have been like, we don't have time.
I don't even think I knew that it could be a business. Sam's Club, I pay $39.95 to have a membership, and they don't pay me anything for shopping there.
We start referring. Let me give you a quick example of what our experience was like. I showed up to get my hair cut 2 weeks later after starting, and the guy that cuts my hair says, hey, Chris, you used to be fatter. And I was like, I know, right? And he goes, how do I get some of that stuff? And I sent it to my website. Like, that's how we built our business. Our first check came in from Plexus. And they still sent paper checks at the time.
I have to stop you, Chris. I just would like to point out that I was right again, because I said to him, I think we might be making money, Chris.
Susie, nobody makes any money in those things. Don't you know that? You're talking to Captain Bankruptcy-O, okay?
Oh, we didn't tell him. We super duper duper broke.
Oh yeah.
Duper.
Oh yeah, and it's part of the reason we're so crazy about this opportunity is because it changed our life and so many people.
Yeah, we were in the mortgage business back when the mortgage business was great.
Yes.
And then we were still in it when it went really, really wrong.
Oh my gosh, it was a disaster.
Up our own office. awesome.
And we totally crashed,
Yeah,
okay?
and we stayed in too long.
Yeah, people thought we had like a special towing service. They'd go, Chris, is that quadruple A towing service? And I was like, yeah, that's what that is. It was a repossession truck, right?
Yeah, we can laugh now, but I will tell you we were not laughing. It was the most stressful time of our lives.
It was a disaster.
And I tried to go get a job, and guess what? Nobody wanted to pay the mom who had been a stay-at-home mom for like 12 years at the time anything.
And I'm in the garage trying to work out on the pole. It was a disaster, right? So when we got into the fishing business, I thought, you know what? We were doing it wrong. The Lord has just like slapped us and said, my priorities out of whack. I really based my success as a father and as a husband was based upon how much money I made. And so like when we went really broke, I said, okay, I'm not doing that anymore. I don't care about money. I don't care about things. I want to have a better quality of life. And so that's why we got in the fishing business. So when Plexus sent us our first check, we're standing at the mailbox and I ripped it open and I told Susie, I go, I think we've done something illegal, okay? I was like, they've sent us real money here. And so Susie looks at it, we both go, you got to be kidding me. And so I call my attorney buddy and I said, look into this company, Plexus Worldwide. I said, they're based out of Arizona. He calls me back and he goes, they're backed by Morgan Stanley. Their growth is off the charts. Sign me up because I heard you can lose weight. I need to lose about 25 pounds. That is our Plexus experience, right?
That's right.
So we start telling people, we sold our company 6 months later, and now we passionately tell people and invite people because like they were recently featured in Success from Home magazine. The whole magazine is on Plexus. But here's the deal, page 36, you guys really should look at page 36. It's clearly the best part of the whole magazine. We have like we've been in Inc. magazine is one of the fastest growing companies in the United States. And here we are telling you guys in your living room,
Mandy,
you need to join.
We're gonna put up the annual income disclosure
Do
statement.
that.
So we've been talking about these ranks. So the first rank in Plexus is silver.
Yep.
Chris, what does a silver ambassador
The
make
average silver
per
ambassador
year?
makes an extra $5,000 per year.
Per year.
Okay.
Okay.
Would that help your bottom line?
Yes, it would have helped us when we were really, 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 really broke. It would have helped us for sure. And then it goes up to gold, senior gold, ruby. What like do we know I can't read that because I don't have my glasses.
I'd have to click on it, but look, I can.
Ruby, senior ruby, up to, and then emerald. At emerald, you're making about $120,000 a year, according to this.
Yep.
You also earn a Lexus that they pay for that you drive monthly.
They send us to Maui.
We would have driven anything free, y'all. Give us a Honda, give us a Plevy Chevy. We would have driven it.
Anything.
But the Lexus are really, really nice.
For real.
And then they send us, this will be in September, will be our 4th trip to Hawaii. Guess how many trips to Hawaii we had taken before Plexus? It
was so awesome. It was on the internet. We only saw pictures of it. We'd never actually been there before, right?
That would be zero trips because that was really expensive and we had 4 kids and we didn't have money to spend on that.
No.
So go ahead.
Well, everything they do is first class, but like we're here telling you, we're not even going to tell you most of the perks because at some point you're going to think we're either lying or crazy.
Sounds too good to be
It
true.
just sounds too good to be true. So for literally $34.95, you can become an ambassador, which we wouldn't even say that. And now we like kick in the front door going, the ambassadors are here.
It sounded a little cheesy in the beginning. We were like, oh, can I just say distributor?
So here's what you're doing. You need to reach out to the person that suggested you watch this broadcast tonight, okay? And I want you to tell them, we're going to give you a code word right now, but I want you to tell them, message them and say, I want to become a Plexus ambassador.
You should.
You should.
What if they changed your life just like it's changed all of our lives? Remember, we told you at the beginning that this was kind of an all-star cast. I got to tell you, those people are the exception.
Yeah.
Most of them are like us.
Just
normal. At the time when we joined Plexus, we still have 4 kids, but our lives were crazy, out of control, busy. We were not broke anymore, but I certainly even spending money on Plexus. You were like, I don't know if you should spend money on. It wasn't something I would normally do. Because I would have thought I was spoiling myself. We just didn't understand the value of the products at the time.
Yeah, so everything has a 60-day money-back guarantee, which means that you don't even have to believe any of the stories you hear and all the success stories. No matter how you buy the products, whether it's a customer, whether it's an ambassador, you get a 60-day money-back guarantee to prove to yourself that it works. So if you want to be entered to win a $50 Visa gift card, you need to reach out to the person that suggested you watch this. We have got something, like everything you hear us talking about, it's crazy big. Our growth as a company will be huge for the next 3 to 5 years. Biggest we've seen since we've started. That's what they're projecting. Now, they have something launching on May 6th. It's called what is it, Suze?
The big reveal.
The big reveal that
Dun, dun, dun.
Plexus, the company, has never let us down. They're saying it's going to be the biggest thing to ever happen
Biggest thing
to Plexus
ever.
ever. And so, but here's what you need to know. You need to be an ambassador in order
Yes.
to watch the
Yes.
big reveal.
You
It's
do.
this Saturday, May 6th. You need to tune in. You can watch it from your living room or with a party of people. We're going to
Very
Dallas,
excited.
Texas to see it. But you need to tell the person that invited you tonight, big reveal.
That is the code word.
Big reveal.
But here's the even more exciting news.
Say it, Suze. Do it, Suze.
For all of you that tuned in tonight,
Yes.
we are going to go ahead and tell you right now what the big reveal is.
So turn up your volume.
Don't
They
tell
would not
anybody
want us to tell this
because it's
information.
secret, but we're only telling you guys.
We're
So
going to keep it
don't
right
tell
here. You
anybody.
swear.
Promise.
Pinky.
Yeah,
Pinky.
pinky
Pinky
promises.
promise. Pinky
Secret,
promise.
secret, right? The big reveal is
Okay, so